Hey, what's up, Ken?
Hey, how's it going?
All good, man. Been waiting for the Zoom call. Let's get it.
All right. So we're gonna really kind of like talk about I'm gonna have 5 people, so I'm gonna really have it interactive. So I'm gonna choose 5 people that are gonna really kind of show me what you actually learn because it really does not make any sense if I keep talking, showing the charts. If you guys are not applying to what you guys are learning, then it goes everything I go against of what I'm talking about. So I need 5 people that's in our participants right now to give me a one that actually want me to show everyone, including myself, on how they're marking up their charts. If you have any questions regarding that you are really struggling in, or you want more clarification, I'm looking for 5 people that we could get this started.
Get it, Mike?
What's up? What's up?
Hey, I'm looking, waiting for 5 people.
Yeah, Mike, get your ass on there. Mark up the show.
Wait. I missed that first part because I just plugged in my headphones. We need 5 people for what?
So look for 5 people to show me what they have learned, or you have any questions regarding, or want more clarification on the chart. So you could actually display and show to me and everyone else that's on this call. So I really want this to be more interactive than just me going over a chart over and over and over again, because I know what I'm doing. So I want you to guys know that to help you to be on the same page, and again, a better clarification on the chart.
Gotcha.
So we have Nelson as 1. I need 4 more. Do not be scared. There's not a right or a wrong answer. You gotta really put yourself out there if you really want to become a profitable trader.
Oh no, I got some big names up on here.
Get your ass in there, Mike.
All right, so we got Michael. All right, I need 3 more. I know most of you guys are on this call on your phones. You guys should be on your computers if you're going to be hopping on calls with me.
What are you looking for?
Anyone else wants to say what I just said over 3 times now?
Ken is looking for 5 people to mark up charts in front of everyone, because you learn by doing, not by watching.
All right, we got Will, so we got 3. So I need 2 more.
Ken, I'll do one.
All right, Jordan, stepping up.
Yo.
4. 1 more.
So, I mean, this could be as simple as what we did last week, right? Where we were just talking about the Elliott wins.
No, we're not talking about the Elliott waves.
But I'm saying, like, as far as marking up the chart.
Yeah.
Do complete top-down analysis when you're marking up. Who's growing?
We have 29 people on the call. I need 1 more person to step up.
Oh.
Who's going to be that one person that's going to step up?
I want to pick someone, Ken.
I don't even know what's going on.
I don't even have my mic on.
Julio, where's Julio at? Julio wants to call me out. Julio, where you at, bro?
Dumbass at. He probably changed his name in here. We can't find him.
Yo.
Just look for El Jefe Del Chart.
All right, so Nelson, I'm gonna give you a control right now. Look, for future reference, if you guys want to take this seriously, you guys have to be on your laptops. Like, you guys seriously have to be on your laptops because it really makes no sense. You could watch this and record this through your phone. I'm not trying to be rude or anything. I'm just being very direct and very straightforward. Like, you guys want to master this, I would not be on my phone. Like, I understand if you're probably busy, I understand that, but for future reference, try to get on your laptops. You know, calls I'm gonna have is every Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 5:30. Take the time, hop on for an hour, you know, because I'm gonna be picking random people now, you know, and I'm gonna really be calling you guys out and show you how to mark up a chart, because if you guys cannot mark up a chart, there goes everything. You can't say you're a forex trader at all. Like, you know, you really can't. So, but when I get started, so Nelson, I'm gonna share this, the controls to you, and you're gonna show me what. All right, who's on the call?
What?
No, there's someone drawing on the call right now. Anyways, so Nelson, I'm gonna let you share control.
I bet. Okay, hold on.
So on the bottom, you're gonna see where it says share, and there you go.
I bet. So I was looking at Euro USD, and then I obviously know it's an uptrend because this is like the lowest support right here.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good like support trend line thing. Nobody. Would that be a good one?
Yeah, so it's looking like a nice and ascending channel.
Right, right. And then for my Fibonacci from the lowest point and like the most recent lowest point, and then always to the top from like I would say this morning, and then yeah, I would wait until it hits one of these lines, so it could either be like a reversal or a breakthrough. Am I on the right track?
Yeah, so what you want to see is that you want to see if it comes down to that trend line that you have marked up here. So if it continues to go up, we'll see if it's a breakout. If not, if there's no breakout, then it's going to continue being as a bullish movement. They'd be creating a new high. So as you can see from the past, the last time it was up there, you see that red candle, that big drop? Nope, the next low high.
Right here?
Yeah, that's right. So that's where the market needs to surpass.
Oh, okay.
So it needs to be that higher point. So you see where you have your Fibonacci retracement?
Yeah.
And you see on the top where it has the 0.27?
Yeah.
So that's where it needs to go.
And then after that then it'll be a bullish? Or
No,
that's a profit?
no, it'll be bearish.
Oh,
because you see how in the past how it went up, it created a new high and came way down. So the past is always going to tell you what the future is always going to do.
Got you. Okay. So one question I also have is, how would I know to put my take profit? That's what I always have trouble with.
So you like what I always like to say with take profits, like it's just it goes according to like your trading plan.
Okay. So
yeah. So like I always have like my take profit at least like my take profit one for at least 30 pips because I need to confirm that it's coming down to secure profits. Usually I had it always at 50 pips. 50 pips. That's my take profit one. And then you usually have my TP2 as 100 pips, but that's more like I kept focusing because I'm like sometimes like a swing trader, so like I could handle the huge drawdowns.
Yeah.
But if I'm giving out signals, I focus on giving out 30 pips. That's my TP1. I think I made a full example of it like last night when I gave out the two EN and GN pairs. Then my take profit 2 is 60 pips, and take profit 3 is 100. You only need like 50 pips for any trade that you need, So then once you get that consistent and it's always hitting your TPs, and then you're just gonna be like, all right, now I could uplock my size because now I know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Get what I'm saying?
I know when you always put your stop loss at 50 pips, like I like that amount because you also need to like let the market breathe a little.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I always do that. But I don't take profit was always messing me up. But
Mm-hmm.
so I would have to wait until London session, correct?
Yeah, so like pairs like Euro USD moves to like London session and New York. I will not be even trading it even within the day. Like I don't look at my charts at the day because there's no point unless you're trading. Like if you look at like forexfactory.com and you see always that high impacted news, you always see Australian dollar. It's always around like 5:30 p.m. Pacific time. So that'll be 8:30 p.m.
Oh my god.
So those are pairs that like the Australian, focusing on the Tokyo sessions, but like I like to trade where the market it's really moving and it's not a dead market. So London and New York, those are the only trade sessions I'm only trading.
And I also do this. I don't know if this is be a good idea. Not that. Cool. This I compare the GBP USD also because I know those two pairs like move together.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to know. So would I have like kind of would my stop loss for Euro USD be my take profit for GBP USD? Like around since I'm comparing it.
Mm-hmm.
Since like say under 50 pips, when I take profit, be like right here. For GBP.
If you're looking for a buy.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like at least have it at least 50 pips away from your entry. So just in case if it does have like a huge drawdown, so it like tries to get people out or even stop hunts. So then at least you're safe on your trade, and then it would just go in the direction that it needs to go.
Gotcha. Okay. Thank you. All right, so who's next?
All right. I appreciate you, brother, for sharing your screen and taking the time and showing us, your opinion, analysis, and answering your question for your USD. So, Michael, you're up next.
Oh man, I haven't even. I just started marking up GU right now. Do it live.
You can't mark up GU because I'm doing GU, Mike.
Bro, you know that's my girl, bro.
You gotta do like UJ or something, bro.
You guys want to rock, paper, scissors, shoot for it now?
Hey, was it supposed to be already marked up? Because I cleared all my drawing tools.
Clear it up. Or you can break it down step by step. The floor is yours, LeBron.
Oh, there you go. Go ahead and get your GU. I'll go ahead and I'll get my UJ on. How about that? I'll do UJ.
All right, hold on.
Oh yeah. To answer you guys' question, I didn't want to seem like I was coming off too rough. So I'm nervous. Eric, you should not be nervous, bro. I'm trying to make this as a warm environment so you guys feel more comfortable. Because like a lot of people when they come into like different like opportunities, they're always that background person, just like how you see Michael, you see how I make fun of Will, I'm calling him LeBron James, even though he looks like LeBron James.
I don't.
He's just willing to
You're lying.
on the charts, without hesitation. This is not there's no comfort zone, I want to break that habit.
Right.
I don't have my laptop on me, boss man. Yeah, it's all good. It's all good. Just for future reference, if you can, then if this is the best way of you learning to hop on with your phone, then so be it. Can't force anyone in a situation like that. All right, so we're looking at GU. As you guys can see, Will. Oh, that's not Will. Michael. Student analysis on a weekly time frame. So he has this on a line chart. So, yeah, like the line chart is pretty much accurate. So like if people have issues of identifying like patterns, then you could always switch from the candle to a line chart to see. Just make an inverted head and shoulders, double top. So double top is kind of like an M pattern that's on the top of an uptrend. Double bottom. So W formation that's in the bottom of a downtrend market. Triple bottom, as you guys can see, that's a double M. I mean, it's like an M, but it's reverse. Just have like 3 humps at the bottom and then triple top, vice versa. So 3 tops. So as you guys can see, where you put that red horizontal line, that would be considered a 3 triple top right there. And then it had that breakout that happened. And,
Four-hour resistance. Word.
So, Will, I got a question for you.
What's up, bud?
So I'm using like when I'm marking mine, I'm like using the trend lines for the 4-hour resistance and support, but I can't type in 4-hour. Which one are you using?
What do you mean?
Like I don't get that text box that you have online.
When you click settings, it's in the style location right here. And then make sure it says show text right here. Make sure that show text box is clicked.
See, I don't have show text.
Are you using the horizontal line instead of the trend line?
Oh no, I'm using the trend line. That's why I'll use the horizontal one.
Yeah, that'd be it. I'm gonna put
Ding ding ding.
right here.
Yeah, I was doing that same thing.
Hey, do you guys normally do classes in Arizona, like a real class, like we could come to and stuff, if we ever visit out there?
yeah, of course.
Okay, cool. Cause actually wanted to
Well,
visit.
let me guess who this is.
Yeah, you know who it is.
Nah, don't tell me that's Rashad. Is that Rashad?
Nah.
Okay.
It's Anthony right here.
Oh, okay. Well, what's up, Anthony?
Cool. Ken, what's up, man? I made it. Straight up.
The story behind Anthony, this guy was blowing up my phone the other day. Oh my God.
I'm trying to follow greatness, man. Straight up, man. I even brought my homegirl with me same day. She was like, she signed up immediately, like, man. So we coming to Arizona, man. This is love right here. This is life. Actually, for real. We trying to be as close to y'all in Arizona so that little trip as possible. So you know what I mean? I just want to be in class, man. Feel like a student. I want to be a student all over again, man.
All the classrooms.
I've been in the academy all day though. All day. Yesterday, today, falling when I ain't letting up.
Same.
Purging all the IML stupid shit out my system. Serious.
I'm so tired of talking about that, so I'm not even gonna respond to that remark. I'm just gonna say
I was telling my homegirls like, bro, this man don't even have the same strategy as nobody in IML. Why are they hating on this man? Like, it's not even the same strategy. Nobody use this shit. Nobody teaching this shit. Like, what the fuck is the hate for, man? That's crazy. Oh my God, man.
You guys looking at UJ?
Oh, that's not the one.
Yeah.
What's the channel tool, Ken?
Oh, the regression trend.
Yeah, I'm trying to make a channel right here. There's one where you connect the 2 points Like right here, and then just duplicates it on the other side. I found it this weekend.
Yeah, I know you were playing with it. Actually, if you go where, let's see, no, go where it says kind of like where all like the tools of marking up your horizontal lines. Yeah, it's all right there. So what he's using right here is kind of like it's a regression tool.
Good.
And what it does is that it shows like where price that you should be buying and selling it. So where you guys see that's on the red, as it's already creating a nice little high. So that's where the price area that you want to be buying it. And then on top is that where you want to be selling it.
Okay, so I still have I kind of still have questions about retracement. Because I know in the academy it says to go off of the 1 hour to the 1 hour. I've seen you do that a few times.
Mm-hmm.
Is that the best way to do it? So like here to here, actually.
Yep.
If you want. So
that looks good. So you will kind of expect the price to come down.
to 61.
Yeah, either 50. So usually I look at the 61 to come down to. So if it comes down there, then that's when you're entering it for a buy.
Okay. See, I marked it up. Let me remove this. I think I did it the other way.
Huh?
I think I did it from up here. So yeah, it already did it. This weekend it was over here, and I had it. Well, I didn't have it. I had to fix it because you told me I was wrong. Coming here to the 61, and then drop into hell. Basically.
I like that.
Yeah, that's my markup on GU.
Do you like that regression line? That trend-based regression?
I do. I really just I was playing around with TradingView this weekend, and I found it.
Yep.
And I was like, oh wow, that's pretty dope.
I agree too. And if you want to, if you double click on it or right click on it or whatever, you can edit it and you can get rid of the red and blue lines, so it's a lot like smoother looking as well. If you go down to settings. Yeah, just to make it a little bit more visually appealing, so you can actually see your other markups.
Oh, so it's like remove that?
No, keep that on there. Keep those clicked. Yeah, and then click on the color. And then at the bottom where it has like that little bar, just slide that to invisible. Yeah, there you go.
Oh.
Yeah, and you do that on each level, and then it'll be.
And you just fuck. I know.
Yeah, you're good. But yeah, no, that's how you do it.
Will, you gonna be in the office tonight?
Yeah, I was getting ready to leave, but then I saw that this was here, so I wasn't gonna miss out on class.
Yeah, no, me too. I was gonna head up there as soon as we were done. I want you to show me this a little more, because I'm sitting here paying attention to my other screen.
So yeah, Ken, what do you think?
No, it looks good. So like, let's see, I hit it perfectly. So we just gotta see how it plays out. So if it does retrace up, it probably might lose exhaustion to complete that head. You see that overall picture?
Head and shoulders right here.
Yeah. So it would probably, if it fails to come down, it will probably go up to the 88% retracement.
Okay.
Yeah, to complete the head and shoulders, and then drop heavy.
All right. Yeah, that's that.
All right, awesome. So we have analysis for GU. Both of you guys, Nelson and Will, I want you to post that analysis into the Trade Talk chat, so you could give other people that can't able to hop onto the call what you think what those players are going to do. And then who's next? We're going to move on to Michael now.
Ooh.
You could not do GU either.
No. I decided to use UJ. I was nice enough to let Will have GU. It's all
Thanks,
good.
man. It's my baby.
No, I'll share her for a little while. It's all good. All right. So let me share the screen here real quick.
You just
Awesome. We got 35 people on this call. Woo!
So this is what I have so far.
Is this you right now, Michael?
Huh?
Oh, there you are.
Yeah. Y'all can see this, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
All right. So I made my 4-hour support. I made my 1-hour support. I see that it's an ascending panel going up. It broke the original trend line, but it looks like it might be a double top. It's got to come up a little more. Let's see if I zoom in. So the problem that I have, Ken, and I want you to take a look at this while we're on the share.
Yeah.
My trend base, it's crazy when I do like my trend base and my fib retracement. I can't change those numbers. Like it seems to be like both of them at the same time. Like if I change in one, it changes the other. Does that make sense?
Yeah, let's see it. Let's see you just have it marked up and then we'll just go from there.
Okay.
It's under that pitchfork tool.
Great.
Up one, and it's under there. There you go.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. Yeah. See, so I have my fib retracement. So I wanted to take a look at. All right. And this is the problem I have is the fib retracement. So where would I start with this? Right at the lowest point. Anybody? Jordan?
Oh, yeah. I usually like to do that. I usually like to start it at the start of the trend. At the
Right,
top
so like-
of the current price.
Oh, it's the top of the trend right here?
No, where you had it before to the current price.
Down here?
Yeah, to the current high.
Okay.
Well, yeah. When you get it next time, but like from the wick to the wick.
Gotcha. So, I mean, does that work so far?
Yeah.
See,
You can
my
see
numbers are all messed up on the fib retracement, it looks like.
You said your numbers are messed up?
Yeah, look at these numbers right here on the side.
They're right.
Oh, so you're probably thinking that there's like a big gap between 0 to 23.
Yeah, that too. It's like I didn't think 0 was going to be up here. I thought it would have been in the middle.
No, 0 would be at the top or the bottom.
Yeah, you have it right.
Yeah.
Oh, gotcha. All right.
Wait, do you have you probably are missing the 88% fib retracement. So click on settings on your fib retracement. All right, so let me give you a second. All right, so you're gonna take that where it says 0 and put 0.236.
0.236.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yep, you're right.
And then put 0.382.
Okay.
And the next one, 0.5. And then the next one is 0.786. The next one is 0.886. And then the last, leave that, that's 1. That's that 100. And the last one is 1.27.
1.27.
So on the second column, have everything unchecked. You don't need those. And then you can click OK. So next time if that happens, just click on the settings and then you click on template so you could save the settings in case TradingView tends to just erase like everything.
I guess say this is a template.
Yeah, so you go on the template on the left side. Oh damn, you just exit out so fast.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so you see where it says template in the left bottom?
Oh yeah. I see it. Yes.
So now you can just save it. So it could be like local, whatever, or
All right, cool. See, so I mean, for everybody that's on this call, this is exactly why I guess I'm perfect for this because I had all my stuff messed up. So learn. All right, so I mean, my trend, my fib retracement's all the way up here. That's fine.
yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
No, because I'm gonna have to fucking pay.
So from here, I mean,
I don't have that much money.
this is where I've kind of lost because I haven't used fib retracement because those numbers were all messed up.
I mean, I can wait like.
Hey, if you aren't talking, please mute yourself. Can you guys please mute yourself?
I'm trying to see if it's possible because that's less bets I have to do. Most likely because nomás tengo que juntar para la.
So then, Jordan, help a brother out, man. What would you do next?
So you did your fib retracement. You identified the current trend, which is an uptrend.
Right.
Then you did your fib levels. Well, I agree with what you said. It's going to create a double top, and it's a giant teacup. If you notice that.
Yep, right here.
Yeah.
So I could actually use the teacup tool on this one.
Yeah. So I mean, honestly, I think that once it reaches that 4-hour resistance, then you start looking for an initial move, either whatever direction it's going to go, and then you remark your chart and work from there.
Wouldn't you wait for the retest of the trend line?
Yeah. So I mean, that's so when it gets that teacup position, then you would see which way it's going to go. If it's going to continue its uptrend, then you let it go up, and then it's going to retrace. Then you make your entry at that point. Or if it goes down, then you watch it go down, wait for the first retest, and then make your entry after that on the first one. That's what
because this is going to be posted and people are going to see this. What would you do next?
What time frame are you on? I can't see.
This is the 4-hour.
Okay. So go to the 1 hour now. Go to the 1 hour. Yeah. Sorry, I thought you were on 1 hour. Okay. So what I would do here, that's a really nice channel too. I would remark your channel here and see how it has that perfect uptrend kind of with all those lows.
Yep.
So the tool I like to use with, I think Will was using it as well, is that trend regression line because it like literally gives you your highs and lows perfectly. In my opinion, I mean, you can still draw your trend lines if you want to. And that would be on the the left side where I think your fib retracement is too.
It's on the horizontal line one.
Oh, okay, one above right there, yeah.
Yeah,
And
okay.
it's the regression trend line at the bottom. And you mark it at that see that low down there that's right on that black line, the lowest low? Yeah. So click at that bottom of the wick. That's fine. And then drag it all the way up to current price. And let go. Or click, yeah. So that gives you your uptrend channel. It gives you your lows and your highs, which I mean, I love this tool. And also if you go to settings, so click on that. If you go to settings, you can extend it. Settings. Yeah, and extend lines. See where it says extend lines. So you can do that. So now if your line's extended, you can see if it breaks out either which way.
Okay.
So right now I would look for it to see it touch again at the top of the blue,
Right.
and then look for a sell opportunity.
Well, because it's got to make the handle for the teacup.
Yeah, or I mean, even just reaching up there, touching that, and then looking for a sell. Because if you look through the entire channel, it would go up, touch that line, sell. Go up, touch that line, sell. But you also have to look at the overall picture as well. I haven't seen the past, so I'm just predicting on what I'm seeing on your screen. But
Yeah, this is the tool that I showed Jordan a while back ago.
I love this thing. It's like when I first started. You haven't used it since, though, man.
No, I really haven't.
I don't know why. It's the coolest thing ever.
It's awesome.
All right.
It's literally perfect. It gives you a perfect trend channel, and it actually, if you notice, like if you look through it, it crosses through them. Like it uses that middle line, like the middle line as well, a lot. In the like when it crosses over, then that's usually a bigger trade, and sometimes it bounces up at it, comes back down, or rides along it, and so forth. So that's
So,
badass.
am I missing anything right now?
I would zoom in a little bit on the 1 hour real quick.
Yeah.
So you did your overall fib retracement, and then I would zoom in just a little bit more. So you can, there you go. A little bit more. Yeah, so there, perfect. See how it's created a high? A current high?
Yeah, right here.
So take a fib and take from your current high to your previous low, which would be like that red wick that's touching the red line. Yeah, all the way down to that. So, okay. And then re-edit that top one you clicked and put it at like the top of that blue wick. Yeah, just drag it up more and more and more right on the top of that. There you go. So now you can see on this current trend that it's making, it literally whacked that 88.6 and now it's going down. So it went up, it made its first initial move, and then on the second wick, it opened there and it hasn't, it's just been chilling underneath that.
Gotcha. So at this point, it really should be coming down to at least 61.8.
Exactly. So if it goes down to 61.8, I would look for a buy opportunity and then look for that. And then, so if you did do that, now you can get your trend-based fib out. This is just using scenarios, I would say. It's hard to predict right now. So grab that and what would that be from? That highest wick that you marked down to the 618. And then like right on the 618 line. And then back up. Ah, shit. Okay. Yeah, that would probably be fun. It's hard to see though. So yeah, it'd be back up to the next area. And then so if it went down to that 618, then you can do your target profits at your 618, your 382, and then the other levels that Ken has. I don't have them off the top of my head, but
Gotcha.
But that's what I would do. And I don't know what that pip swing is. Use that ruler tool after you remove that and see how many pips that would be. Yeah, right there, and drag it from the 618 to 61 or the 100 to the 618 or whatever. Yeah, doesn't matter. Yeah, so I mean that's only 20 pips, but then if you ride that up to the top to like the 1.618, which would actually be passing that price, then that would be probably take profit as well. Does that sound right, Ken? I don't want to be throwing people in the wrong direction, but
no, that's right.
Let's drop a Lambo for those 20 pips. Just saying.
Hey.
All right.
All right. So, are we good with this? Like, should I post this?
Yep. Post it in the trade talk chat.
All right. Look at that. It was a training session for everybody.
All right. So, did anyone have any questions on how to use the regression trend? I know I haven't really showed you guys that, which actually is a good reminder to show you. But does anyone have any questions? Guess I'm new to that.
No, I mean, I got it.
So what is the settings on it? There's really no settings on it. It's just drawing it from previous lows to highs. Definitely need to learn it more. All right, let me show you guys really quickly. So this used to be my favorite tool. Actually, it's a tool that I used a lot when I was trying out for IML's Swipe Trace platform and killed it for the past 2 weeks and caught almost 1,500 pips just using this trade tool. So if you go where the section on your left side where it has all like the trend lines, horizontal rays, it's going to be all the way in the bottom. And I like to go on higher time frames because it just shows a trend really accurately. So where this is a high low. So this is, I mean, not high low. So this is a low of the market. So anytime that you see a low, it's a start of a new market. So this is a low. This is an overall low. This becomes a high low. So these are high lows here. So high lows telling you that these are like where markets are going up to the upside, right? So we can know this is your support. So this is your support telling you where you can be buying it. And these are your resistance levels. So these are where market that you're going to be coming down, as you guys can see. So this is my lowest part of the market. So this is what I look for. Perfect. So now it's great because a lot of people miss moves like this. This is absolutely a beautiful move. It comes down here. So this becomes your high up here. This becomes a high low. So high, low, high, low. So you can see that where I marked up from this, well, I like to call this the most quarter support. This is the main support. This is the quarter support. Comes down to support. This is where you're buying it. So you would have caught this move. So a lot of people be questioning, all right, so where was the most previous trend of where I could put my take profit? Well, you got to know which pair that you're looking at. So British pound pairs are very volatile. So like they move. When they move, they move. So what I like to reflect on is if I'm getting a buy here on my quarter support, I'm looking at where my past previous low highs. So on a downtrend market, it's a low high. So this is low high, low low, low high, low low, low high, low low. So I see that it came down here, and I'm entering here for a buy. So the last low high formed was right here, off this wick. So if I entered here, I could completely trade naked and not use no Fibonacci, no regression trend, anything. This is just straight trading naked. So a lot of people, like, they always ask you, why you are a naked trader? Because, you know, naked traders are really like the best traders. You know, you don't need a lot of confirmations. You could really reflect. If you know how to identify the patterns and support and resistance, you'll be a profitable trader every single time. So 4-hour time frame. So if I enter from here, from the previous low high that created, that's 231 pips. You would have been done. Hey, you take TP, you're fine. So back to going on the regression trend tool. So if I'm marking up from the most lowest part, and I mark up where, let's see, so right there. So right here on GU, it formed a nice gap. So as you guys can see, the red line is where it's kind of like a break line where you could actually enter, but you always want to make sure that it breaks the line first. So then when it breaks that line first, you can enter here for a buy. So then once you place that buy, you reflect on your past on where you could put your take profit level. So even though like you need not enter here, you could enter it here. So you could have placed like a buy stop, and from the past, you would have hit your take profit. So from the 4-hour time frame, not bad. 135 pips.
Jesus.
Cool.
Yes.
So if it hits there, it's creating a new high. So right here, nothing here in sight. What did it do when it hit on this price area? It went down, right? So
Yep.
the past always repeats itself. It's gonna come down again. And what did it do? It came all the way down to the quarter support that you had here. And then this blue line that I have on this regression trend, I just placed a buy stop. I'm like, you know what? I'm not really confident that, even though it hits the my 4-hour support, I'm not really feeling confident. I'd rather get into the motion of the trade. So you place a buy stop here. Perfect. So if you zoom in closely, kind of forms a nice little double bottom here. But if you place a buy stop, perfect. You would have no drawdown. Would have entered, went up, came back down onto this blue regression trend here, and completely took off. So I would have just marked here. Even if I got it here, I placed the same take profit price area of what it did in the past, just to be safe.
Can I call something out real quick on that, Ken, too?
What?
Can I call something out on that real quick?
Yeah.
If you zoom in, right where it hits that blue, the regression trend, that line, there's a beautiful evening star that's a confirmation for a trend change.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, as it was going down, you see that evening star?
Yep.
You're going to know it's going to end up going up anyway.
Mm-hmm. So, these kind of candle reversals that happen on the ending of a trend. So right here, showing you a nice shooting star up in the top. So as you guys could see, price is starting to slow down. So this is where you kind of use your trend lines here. So using straight price action. Have that breakout completely. Came all the way down back to this where your quarter support is. Then it forms a nice evening star, then it takes off. But overall, now you're not trading against the trend. You're trading with it. So now it just keeps going down. So now it's just creating highs and lows, highs and lows, highs and lows, until it goes all the way past this previous resistance to be creating a new high. So now it came all the way back down. So what we most likely might be seeing is for it to keep going back up to come back to this price area on this GU setup. So you see where that whole complete past resistance level. So this is where I'm still seeing it to go up to here. To complete the nice head and shoulders, then drop. So this is where I come here. And these are where the measuring tools position. So I don't usually kind of use a measuring shift sometimes. So I have the short position right there. For the overall trend to be coming down here. So this probably might take like majority of the week to hit this since we're just starting there early. But that is what I'm seeing. For it to come back down to that minor, that past resistance, become that support. Once it hits that support, start to go up. Does that make sense for everyone? To be using a regression trend, like it's a really great tool to use. Like you could use it on either side, even on a downtrend market or even on an uptrend market.
Yeah, that tool is amazing.
Mm-hmm. You can do it either way.
Hey, at the current price where you're predicting that it's going to go back down, where do you expect it to go down to?
You see where this resistance level that I have marked up here?
Yeah, the 130477. Okay.
Yep, that's where I'm expecting it to go down to.
Hey Ken,
Yep.
how would you tell that it's going to do like a trend change? Like, don't you know how like you have this downtrend one on the left? Like where in the market using that channel would you determine it going to change directions, or is it all within like your support resistance and the candles?
Well, it's majority of the candles being formed. You gotta identify. So like right here, like it's just I could really just spot this easily. So like this is a complete head and shoulders here. So you gotta really like know your patterns. So if you just highlight your patterns, perfect. So then it becomes very simple. So now you could just mark this. She's zoom in.
I'm a deposit, pero ahorita no puedo deposit because I'm gonna go ahorita.
So I see where this is. Damn, this is really accurate. So on this past support, you could just mark up a regression trend from right here and reflect on the past. So right there, you would have had that nice confirmation to tell you. So you allow this move to happen because you don't want to enter in trades that's just right in the middle. You want to wait for that nice pullback to come all the way up to that blue area, right? So then you would have got this trade set up perfect. But if you saw from like the past, now you look at here, it's creating a new low. So now it's telling me, all right, so I got a good trade setup. This is now a long-term trade setup. So I create a new low. You see it here. Now I want to get out. So then when you take this out, you can remark this again on that candle into that zone area, which is technically your resistance. So perfect. So now you could get it off here, off this quick short sell, and then position it. So now overall, it kind of looks like inverted head and shoulders right here. So now I'm beginning to see that. I'm like, all right, perfect. So I could enter here for a buy, come up. If it doesn't break this past resistance level here, if it does break it, then it's continuing as an trend. But if it doesn't, get out. This is where overall complete downtrend market now, because this is the most highest of the market, and you can see that it got rejected. 1, 2. Now this is your third attempt. Came all the way down to retest for the fourth time, then it broke.
I'm over here mind blown. That's crazy.
Yeah, this is really how simple I make it. And it's just like all you're doing is allow the market to move. So that's the most highest part. So you pay attention to that. And then you could just mark up a trend line and see if price gets rejected. And all you're doing is just waiting for highs and lows. So like, that's why people are like, yeah, I'm not patient. I'm like, well, you're going to have a tough time trading. I don't know what to tell you. So it's going to calm down. And then it's going to make a low high. So if you miss that move, that's cool. Mark up where it took off. So this becomes your support. And then it breaks through. And then you just wait for another low high to form.
So when you're using the regression tool, is it best to just mark that up from the new highs and new lows? Like mark it down from the new high and then mark it up from the new low?
Yeah.
Okay.
It just makes more sense to do so like that.
Boom.
And then of course you're looking at the moving averages. So if you're looking at the moving averages, you see how they separate. So it's telling you, it's giving you confirmation saying that it's going to be creating highs and lows in the market. This whole downtrend. Man, if anyone caught this entry from here, I'm sorry, you probably wouldn't even be on this call anymore. You're probably in Dubai, doing whatever that you're doing. You would have caught a nice 467 pips off just catching pullbacks.
I'm changing my name to Ken.
Standards.
And that's it. And look, and it's funny thing too, like if you don't know what a pullback is, then use your trend lines off the wicks. Simple.
I'm gonna be honest, I've never even zoomed in that close and paid attention to the candlesticks like that before.
Look, candlesticks, they give you a whole story. That's why a lot of people don't teach that.
Exactly.
Like all it's doing is triangles. You're looking for you could be getting it in here, market execution.
So how do you know though that it's going to keep going down? I mean, you make your triangles, and then as soon as it hits the bottom line, then I suppose that's how it's just going to keep going down.
I feel like once there's a trend, if you see no signs of reversal, you should not be buying right there.
Nope.
Once there's a solid trend.
Right. You don't, because now you be trading against the trend. Look at how simple I'm going to really show you. I look to the past of where it created the most lowest part. A lot of people keep forgetting. You guys got to look at the bigger picture of the trend. Like a lot of people just focus on here. They're like, oh, is it going to keep coming down? Is it going to keep coming down? Is it going to keep coming down? And then they don't look and zoom out and look at the whole damn chart. So you look at the whole damn chart. Look at it. Can anyone tell me where this price of support went up?
Probably the 61.8.
Right here.
Yeah, in your quarter support.
So I go here and I mark up. So I'm like, all right. So the last time it was in this price area was what?
June 21st, 2017.
Yep. And what did it form here?
Double bottom.
Double bottom.
Double bottom. And where is it going when it forms a double bottom?
Heaven.
It's going down. So when I revert all the way to the future, oh my God, look, it came to this price area, right? So where is it going?
Up.
It's going up. And then I landed on the second support. If I look to my past, oh my God, it created an inverted head and shoulders. Look at that. Isn't that a beautiful thing? And what did it do? It took off, right?
Yep.
And so then I revert back to here. Now I just wait. So I'm not getting a movement just because it showed me in the past that it went up. No. I want to wait until it forms a high low. That's the real move. That's how you catch that big boy move in Will's voice.
That's what I'm pushing.
This is where you drop a Lambo lot. And you would have caught this entire move. To where? Oh, so Ken, where did I put my TP? For 242 pips.
Lambo.
Literally, man.
So everybody that is on this call, if you haven't downloaded the JCP app, you should download it. It's got a great way of actually trading and information on how to trade candlesticks.
Yeah, I saw that on one of the guys' pictures in the chat. He had that's where he had golden hours, which I loved, by the way. And then he had JCP, and I was about to ask what's that app do?
Yeah,
And
bro, I got all that.
yeah, I guess that's just another good app.
Well, let me tell you as well. When you're feeling like if you've lost a couple of trades, randomly that thing will give you some words of encouragement, and it's like right on point. I can't even tell you how on point it is.
Is that the Japanese candlestick pattern?
Yes, it is.
So that's what it's called. Japanese candlestick patterns in App Store.
Yeah,
Yep.
JCP, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, it's a picture of a red and a green candle.
Yep, thank you.
All right,
Hey Ken, regarding the current price of the drop that you're having, but with the regression trend, you were predicting it's gonna come down to that line you had. Oh man, I don't know. Undo what you just did. So you had it coming down to, I think, one of your lines. It was like a 1.304. But then the regression trend was the bottom line kept going up. But would you have to wait to see what happens? So I would have to wait to see what happens if it was going to cross or if it was going to reverse against the regression trend line. I was just going to try to see what analysis you had there.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. So like this is where I'm seeing where price got stopped here. So and then before it took off, and this is where it's creating a head. So I know that it's preparing itself for a downtrend market. Why? Because one of my moving averages that I focus on is it's usually the 5th moving average that always is looking to create highs and lows, as you can see. So it created a low here, and it's creating a low here. So now that I have this right here, without even using anything, you mark up on the most previous high. So this is where I'm expecting the market to come up to. So now I could just mark up a trend line here on the right. So it looks like it's still in the favor of coming to the upside to come up for a little bit and then drop down. So if
does this apply for the 1 hour as well, or you mostly recommend it for just D4?
No, like you can use it on any time frame. It's just the reason why I look at high time frames is because I try to look at for the most accuracy, and those are from the 1 hour
from the previous lows and highs.
So this is, we're gonna have a breakout to the upside, and this is where it's gonna come to. So this is where you could set a sell limit up here, because why? This is a complete head and shoulders that's forming. So it's on that right shoulder that got rejected here, and it's coming up to here. Perfect. And this is where I'll have where on my support. So then this is where the take profit is going to be. It's 156 pip movement. We're going to be catching this move. Enjoy this rest of the week. Risk-free trade. You guys saw it here. Maybe we live here.
Lambo. Hey, Ken, do me a favor real quick, Ken. Go back to the 4 hour.
Damn, Michael, way to kill my mood, bro.
Sorry. No, I wanted to just point this out here real quick because it's so small, but apparently we have some questions on candlesticks. If you look right before that huge move down with those 3 white candles, At the very tippy top of that, you have that small little shooting star. That's the end of a trend.
Yep.
So when it hits that, if you notice that, then you're like, okay, well, at this point, it's probably going to start going down as an overall trend, even though this is a current pullback. So yeah, this is going to end up being a sell in the long run.
Right. So my question is now, if you do a regression trend on this area,
you would go from the high on that blue candle down.
Yep. Hold on, let me show you. Actually, we could actually move it to the most cool place.
Yeah, I just jumped in the Uber, man. The other one's canceled, playing with the bread and all that crazy, funny shit.
We're gonna see that breakout.
I'll be there in a minute.
No, this is
I'm in
what's
live
gonna
class right now, though, so I'm finna log back in until I get there.
Yo, Ken.
All right,
yo, Uber, mute your phone.
I'm ready to trade, yo.
Is Ken still there or is he getting off?
That's it. All right, there we go. So, see it coming up to the upside for their breakout, which we have that triangle confirmation as well too. Moving average is still under the candle, so we're still going to see some upside to complete that right shoulder. Once it does, and we're going to short it. So, and then all we do is just move.
So hold on. How did you mark your regression trend? I was confused. Can you delete it and do it again?
You are making life so harder than it should be.
All you gotta do is take it, put it at the top, and then put it at the bottom.
So right here from the top, and I mark it up to the most current price.
Oh, current. Okay.
Yeah,
Cool.
and it does it all for itself.
Yeah. So and then that's it. And then you see that the market comes up. All you would do is just mark it up. If that comes to the market price, perfect. But overall, that's all you'll be doing is just wait for that breakout, which I know is definitely going to be happening. And then you just mark up to where you see where the last support. So this is the last high low. It took off for the buy.
Mm-hmm.
So now would be your take profit for the overall trend. So if we do not see any confirmations of reversal candles, then it's still going. Because overall, when you see head and shoulders, it comes down, it retests, and then it drops even further down.
Hey, Ken, before you get off, can you do one more?
One more showing with the regression trend?
No, just one markup real quick on GA. I just want to see if I'm in ballpark.
Wait. We still have 2 people to show up the markups of their charts. We needed 5 people.
Nah. I think they stopped with you.
Oh, awesome. Thanks, guys.
No, it's actually Jordan's turn, though. But if you want me to do it, I'll do it.
No.
I'll do
Jordan do his.
because I'm in GA as a trade right now, so I might as well mark up my own shit.
GA.
Let him get it.
All right, you can do it.
Bang, yeah. Put Jordan on the spot for a second.
Man.
What you got?
What you talking about, Willis?
Good.
All right, let me know when I can share this ish.
Ken, can you show us your thoughts on UJ? Did we just go? We went over GJ?
UJ.
I did UJ.
Mm-hmm.
I can do the other one too.
Wow. So Jordan has by Felicia on his chart.
Yep.
Wow.
He does that all the time.
Felicia died right there.
Hey, I hope you guys are taking notes on this.
That's when it hit SL though. It hit SL, did that, and I missed the entry, and it just tanked. And that thing is not going back up there forever.
You see that? You see, this is a definition of a complete perfect double top right here. You can see where the top of that box that he has marked up, that is a nice perfect neckline. So every time it does a double top, it tends to always retest. All right, thanks for changing the chart.
What's a better view?
Right, so right there, it does a retest. it goes back up and then it comes back down and then it does another retest back into that zone. So this is where it's forming low highs now. So this is the first retest that it made up here, came all the way back down and then came back up. So that's where you sell. You're not trying to sell here because you're going to be in drawdown. I mean, not going to be drawdown, but like you're going to be going, it's going to be going back to negative. If you could identify this pattern first, now the real test is being patient.
Yep.
So now we're going to be seeing this to be dropping. The GA moves pretty quickly, before GU does.
Yeah. So, I mean, my current analysis, I won't show now. I mean, it's basically on here. Is it's right. Price is right here where this blue current wick is, and I have it just tanking. Like from where it's at now down to this gap. There's actually a gap right here. It's like 100 pips. So I have that just dropping heavy right now.
Can
And
anyone see this?
can it?
Mm-hmm.
So I think my entry's like kind of right through the strike through. Sunil was talking about it earlier today, so I entered it. And it's going to be nice. Like that's 141 pips past that gap. And I mean, it has to fill the gap. So,
I need to go fund my account so I can get back up in this thing.
So yeah, I put a decent size on it. I'm not right in the perfect entry, but this is perfectly on a 618. Like literally the tweezer tops directly on top of it. I'll show it real quick. I believe it's from this point. No, that's not. Right here. From the most highest high. I think it's a 382 actually.
You always draw the fib from a recent higher high, right?
Yeah. I mean, you can do it the other way too. So if I went from down here up to the top, then that'd be the 618 of the current trend. So 618, it literally, oh crap.
Yeah, it touched and came back down.
Yeah, perfectly on the 618. Literally, I like picture perfect on that 618, and it has not even come close to it again. And if you look at the zone, it's actually the neckline as well. So just like Ken says, I mean, as soon as you see a neckline created like that, like an M, mark that shit because it's going back there eventually. And as you can see, it went down, tested it. And my favorite thing, I was talking about this earlier in the chat. I don't know if anyone saw it, but I think this is like a picture perfect Elliott wave as well. Crap, where's my shit at?
Yeah, with where 2 is the short, 3 is the short.
Yeah. So it'd start up here at the high. 1, the initial move. 2, 3, 4 to where it's at now, and then 5 would be probably past this somewhere.
Yep.
So I thought it was an absolutely perfect movement by this pair, and I wish that I would have caught it up here because that would have been the most insane trade ever. What is that? That's 463 pips on that movement. And that was like last week or like beginning of last week or the week before, something like that. So it was a long swing trade. But yeah, so I'll get back to what I'm kind of seeing. So it just prices. This has been all day. So this was this morning, literally probably 8 a.m., 7 a.m. this morning is when this price hit. And I think I entered a little after that. So it's literally been doing this all day. So you can imagine my frustration. Yeah. I'm just waiting for a drop.
I had
I've literally been watching this shit all
day, man.
Bro, my head hurts. But I guess I'm just waiting for a drop now because I don't think it's gonna pass that 618 retracement. I mean, it has no really signs of doing so. So I'm just waiting, I guess, to catch my pips. Would you agree?
You still have it open?
What?
So you still have it open?
Yeah, I've been holding it all day. There hasn't been signs of it even coming close to up there. And even if it did come up to 618, I'd just re-enter it because I don't think it's crossing that area. That's a really, really strong resistance zone. Like it's a neckline. B, it's not going to create a newer high. And C, it's a confirmation right here. if you guys brush it up on your candles, that's a tweezer top. So that's like, those are my confirmations. And then there's a giant gap right there that
Yeah.
it has to fill. So
I was just gonna say it has to fill that gap, so it's got to drop no matter what at some point.
at some point, but then the question is when. So there's that pair, and then so what do you think, Ken? Is that a decent markup then?
Oh, that is beautiful.
The star of the show decides to show up. I see you, Jordan.
So, all right, Ken, I have to show you something that's going to make me so mad, but, like, probably you happy. So this is peso. Can you see that?
Mm-hmm.
You gave out this signal last week, and I don't think anyone else took it but me, and I ended up getting out of the trade. But I'll show you exactly where it was at, and this is ridiculous. Where's my boxes? It was right here. Literally right there. That was an entry. And look where price is now. It's not going back to that area. I don't see it going back there because if you look at big picture, and I took out of my trade. I took out of it because I think you had to sell.
Yeah, it was off by 2 pips. You know,
Yeah.
To reverse.
Yeah. No, I was saying like the next day here where price retested like right down in this area. It almost came down there. So I was like, oh, shit, he plans on going past where my current price is. So I was like, oh, I pulled the order at like $40 profit. And now look at it. Just, I don't even want to know how many pips that is.
Yeah, you do.
You've been up like 2K or 3K.
Oh, my God.
That's 2,600 pips.
No,
260.
260.
2,800 pips, but I think I had a 0.15 on it, so that would have been like $300 or $400. It'd probably been like $300. But like, if you look at big picture, that shit's going probably all the way up here eventually to complete a massive double top or massive head and shoulders.
Yep. So Lucas asked a question on the chat. Gaps do get filled at some point. So yes.
Like, I think there was a few people in the chat they mentioned about EA and GA. It filled the gap up pretty quickly. So like, you see gaps like that, get into those trades because that's what it's coming down to, and get out. And then it's going to be going to where you got to look at the bigger picture of where your support is, and it's going to go the complete direction where it needs to go. So so it tends to do make gaps when markets closes on Friday and it opens up for where the candle opens up on Sunday. So and then you see those gaps, that's why, on Sunday's perfect day to go through all like the charts because it shows you the gaps like immediately. Like EA could have got the nice new Lambo lock, and then it completely took off, and then you would have got it. Now since they got it filled, look at the overall picture. What did it do? Where it closed before market closed, it created a high low. So, but the market started up on top as a high. So it came down to fill that gap. Then you could have bought that, where that last previous support is. That would have been your TP.
Yep. But you're saying on EA it did fill the gap?
Yeah, it filled it up really quickly. Like as soon as market opened up, it started coming down. Then if you see that, nice candle reversal.
Right here.
Mm-hmm. So that's like a bullish Harmy candle, and then it completely took off because the overall picture on that last red candle is a high low.
Yep. So yeah, I just waiting on this. Yeah, I was excited. Like last hour, like it literally had the strong red, strong bearish candle. I was like, let's go, and then it just completely went back up. I'm like, are you kidding? You're joking, right? So, yeah, I'm waiting for this gap to get filled.
Hey, can you go over the rules of the neckline again? Like when you said to draw up a neckline, like after you see an M?
Right here?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it created it went down, so I guess we can mark that up 1 sec. I would probably start from initial move. Move that up, it's on the right spot. I had this marked up too. Yeah, so that was a 618. I marked it from here. This is where I saw the initial move start for this trend. So it went up, did it everything it needed to, and then it came down. That was actually a 618 retracement. And then jumped back up, went down, and then that created the M. So when you see that neckline on the M, you can draw a line, you can draw a channel like that, but just mark it and extend it across, because as you can see, even though price went back up here, it created that double top that Ken was talking about. And as soon as you see that, that would have been an unreal position for a sell. And it's going to go down back through that area, and then that creates the M. So then in the future, you just got to watch for price hitting that area. I'm going to try to go back here and see if there's any other M locations. You can see. There's a W. That would work. This is a neckline as well for a W. That has not been touched. But, yeah. So does that make sense, though, a little bit with the M's?
Yeah, does that make sense, Eric?
Yeah, makes a lot of sense. Thanks, bro.
No problem. So, yeah, now I'm just, like, waiting for this knot to look like this and just to be nice and neat down here.
Can you do a breakout trade on that? If you draw, like from that wick where the 4 is to where, like, price is at now to that bullish body right there for a breakout trade. Yeah, like that.
Yeah.
That's another confirmation, right?
Yeah, I don't really see the, I guess, like a pennant or a triangle being formed with that too much. Ken, what do you think exactly with that? Because I'm still working on my pennants and stuff. That's one thing I kind of struggle with, honestly. So I guess it would look like that.
Yes. No, you have it right. So
Yeah.
like,
oh, come on, go. I'm in it right now, so I'm getting amped going down.
We live, baby. We live.
Come on. All right. Yeah. I guess you can draw that and look for it to break that area. So they always say that I was looking at something, but they always say time, and I guess you could probably use this. You can use time and price and use that as kind of like a triangle is what this is. So you can almost predict that if it's continuing that trend, that around this time you should look for a breakout. I guess. I mean, that's what I'm assuming, but I could be completely wrong.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it makes sense though.
Yeah, I was just thinking of that. I mean,
I honestly think it's just an extra confirmation because you already got, what, 4? And there's just another one.
yeah. So I'm hoping that that's just going to be a perfect Elliott wave and hit down to that 5 area. But I know it's got to fill that candle, but at the same time, if you look at bigger picture, like it's an uptrend. So I'll go to weekly, actually.
Can you share this markup in the chat, Jordan?
Yeah, absolutely. So, yeah, if you look at weekly, it went down here and, tested this 3 times, this low area that I have marked. And then now we're on this solid uptrend. And so I'm looking for this price to, I guess, eventually come down and reach this trend line. I got to redo that trend line. But I'm looking for price to come down and, come to this area like this, where this 127 is. Or this 618. This is actually my fib for TPs. So I'd look for it to come around into this area and then look for a buy probably. So once this Elliott wave is complete, whatever area it completes itself at, then I would definitely look for a buy opportunity after that. So.
Awesome. So we're gonna really have to wrap this up because we're gonna have Raquel talk about Monday mastermind session that's gonna happen in 3 minutes. So we do not want to cross over with that time. So I'm gonna have this call done, recorded, and I'm gonna post in the Facebook chat as soon as it's done. And oh yes, baby. So I'll post that up. I'll let you guys know in the trade talks that it's available, and then you guys can rewatch this. If you found this was very valuable, leave me a 1 in the chat box so you can stay understanding. And then on Wednesday we'll follow up and continue to do the same method and having you guys watch the recording. Pozingas, I'm so dead. And then we'll follow up on having new 5 people that could apply what you guys just learned on this call for Wednesday.
Bet.
Awesome.
You gonna be in the office, kid?
I still gotta hit the gym, so it's like a flip of a coin. But I'm gonna be in the office majority tomorrow.
Okay.
So
What's the lift? What's the lift today, Ken? What's the lift?
it's beef patty day. You know, gotta work on the chest.
Oh, I did chest today too, son. Look good.
I did
The
legs.
lift
I'm
should be his
bow-legged right
laptop. The lift should be a laptop in his backpack heading into the office, because that's where I'm going to be.
Ken's going for Mr. Olympia, bro. He needs to be in the gym.
Well, I'm like slaving myself in the gym, so but I love it.
I see you and Clive getting it.
Yeah, you know, we do what we can.
Oh, hey Ken, I asked you, what were the shoes that you were wearing? I think it was a day ago or 2 days ago.
Yeah, those blue ones.
Those blue ones, yeah, they look fucking nice.
Yeah, they actually messaged me on Telegram because I forgot the name of them. But they honestly like probably the most comfy shoes, and I feel like sometimes I'm not even wearing shoes at all. But
like were they like cross straps?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I know which one they are. I'm gonna show you a picture of the ones that I got because I think they're the same, but yours look better. And I don't know. I'm a big sneakerhead, so I just wanted to know. They look hella nice and comfortable too.
Oh yeah, they definitely are.
All right, I'll take care of that.
All right, I'll see you guys later. Will, I'll see you at the office, bro.
See you guys.
All right, let's go.
I'll be on Zoom.
All right.